Hi Pisces, Happy New Year, Happy January. So an exciting announcement before I get started really quick. I am going to be offering in-depth extended readings. So I'm trying it out this month. If it works out, great. So if you want to check that out, the extended in-depth version of this reading will be in the link below. It's a Vimeo link, and that's where I'll be doing more of the Rider deck, and I'll be doing the Goddess cards and the Oracle cards and the Angel cards. So go ahead and check that out if you want to. And of course, if you want to get a hold of me, just go to my website and click book now, or you can download the Instant Go app, which is free to download. Okay, cool. So Pisces, a lot's been going on with you lately. It's been a lot of up and down. Starting off the new year didn't necessarily feel like, ooh, I get a fresh start. Because a lot of the times with Pisces, you know, you guys do tend to follow trends. But this month, while everyone is saying, oh, I'm going to get my stuff together, I'm going to work out more, I'm going to, you know, be the new year, new me, you weren't really following that trend. So it doesn't really feel like a restart button. The whole month of January is kind of just a continuation of exactly how you were feeling last month. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's all negative. It just means Pisces aren't willing to put a month or a date on when they're going to revamp or restart their lives, so to speak. So you guys, let's see what's coming out, because there's a lot of weird undertones that I've been feeling with Pisces. Like, emotionally, it's a little bit chaotic, and there's kind of an underlying tone of insecurity and being unsure, and kind of I don't know, you might be confusing people lately, and you're not even mad about it. Like, you're kind of just like, oh, well, if I'm confusing you, then I'm confusing you. You're not necessarily worried about it. You're kind of just doing your own thing, and yeah, you want to focus on yourself, but you've also been focusing on other people in not, you've been focusing on people that you don't normally focus on. So when it comes to friends or family members, you've been focusing on different types of people. Okay, there we go. First card out, Nine of Cups. So you have been focusing on not what you want to get done, because I feel like you already did that last month and also in November. You're more focusing on what other people are doing. So whether this is people from your past or people that you have just run into, you're focusing on what they're doing more than what you're doing, which is interesting, because it's like, why would Pisces do that? Well, your Nine of Cups shows that you're still waiting for that celebration to happen. You're still waiting for your opportune moment. You're waiting for your time to shine. And sometimes Pisces think by watching other people have either successes or failures that they'll follow in their footsteps and emulate what they're doing, which is, you know, sometimes it's human nature just to look at somebody that you know or you just got to know and think, oh, looks like they have it together, or, oh, it looks like they don't know what they're doing, so let me either follow that or not follow that. But you guys are still, you're waiting for this grand kind of overwhelming, amazing thing to happen. And yes, if you've been manifesting, that's great. And if you've been focusing on what you need to do, like when it comes to career, when it comes to relationships, that's great. But it's almost like you're waiting for this like shock to your system where everything is just going to be perfect and good. And and awesome. And emotionally, that's not really how it's been working, or financially for that matter. You've kind of just been waiting around for this major guiding light, this major awesome thing to happen. And that's not really how it works sometimes, right? Because if you're not all about new year and new me, then how could you also be about, okay, well, I'm waiting for this guiding light. I'm waiting for this blessing, this opportunity, because as soon as I have this opportunity, then I can succeed, or then I can have a good relationship. Well, it kind of starts with you, Pisces. It doesn't start with the other people. It starts with you. So you can't really wait around and wait for this magical, awesome thing to happen. You have to do that for yourself. You have to make that happen, because your thoughts are your own reality. And if you've watched The Secret and you know about law of attraction, and if you've studied that, then you know that whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to get. Okay, here we go. Lots of wands. I'll show this in a minute, but whatever you focus on is what you're going to get. So if you're constantly focusing on, I can't pay this bill, I'm going to be kicked out of my apartment, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't have a good relationship. Like, if you're just sitting there complaining about everything, then you'll get more of those things that you're complaining about. However, if you're focusing on positive things, like, okay, I'm going to get my stuff together, I'm going to work really hard and focus on one thing, one specific thing. So this can be career, this can be a side thing that you're passionate about. If you focus on one thing at a time and making that become reality, then here's where all these wands come in. Actually, I'm just going to put the camera down. It's easier. So we have Knight of Wands, we have 10 of Wands, and we have 5 of Wands. So there's a really interesting thing happening here, Pisces, because if you're focusing on all these horrible things and all the conflicts in your life and all the things you can't do and all the things you don't have, even though compared to most people you do have these things, you do, in other people's eyes, you have these awesome things and you have blessings, but in your eyes, you're seeing all the negative things that you have. You're just going to get more of that. That's just what it is. But if you're focusing on, okay, here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to make money. I'm grateful that I have food. I'm grateful I have clean water. I'm grateful I have a place to live. I have a phone. I have a bed. I have whatever. If you're focusing on what you're grateful for and the things that you do have, you will get more of those things. So Knight of Wands, manifesting this charging forward, getting ready, like bucking. When a horse is ready to go, they buck up and they then charge forward. Kind of like if we would see this is the Knight of Swords, where they're just dashing and moving forward. This is the first step to that. So they have to buck first, right, before they charge forward. So the Knight of Wands is in your stage, your current stage right now, which is, okay, I'm not quite there yet, but you're getting ready. But you do have this blockade, you have this barrier, you have this burden, you have this conflict. And if you're focusing on these things, then you're just going to continue to keep waiting for this magical, awesome celebration to happen when it's not happening. Because what you're focusing on is all the walls that you have either put up for yourself or that have been put up in the past. You can take these walls down. You can get rid of these burdens and you can get rid of this conflict. And whether that's your family or that's your friends or whatever it is, influencing you and saying that, oh, you'll never do this, you'll never do that. I never did that, so you'll never do that. It's just, it gets messy and it gets, kind of annoying. And I'm glad that the High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck, because she's reminding you that there's no better indication of where you're at in life than what your gut is telling you. If your gut and your intuition are telling you that you're safe and you're secure and you have enough money to eat and to drink water and pay your bills, then you are highly blessed over millions of other people that don't even have that. So you have to switch your way of thinking. Positive thinking is the only way that you're going to achieve the goals you want to achieve. And you could have someone that is a fire sign in your life that is causing a lot of these walls, a lot of these conflicts, a lot of these burdens preventing you from charging forward. But it's your job and it's your life to take in your hands. It's your job to take this and tell this person either that you need space from them or that to stop complaining so much around you, because that just causes you to complain more, where complaining doesn't get us anywhere in life. So focus on the positive things. Focus on your gut instinct to do something and stop being so afraid to do it. Whether that's you moving to a different location or that's starting a side business. You know, there's social media today. There's technology. You can start your own website in 5 seconds. Like, there's so many opportunities out there that you can make money from home that you're either looking past or you are thinking you're not good enough to do that. But the reality is you are good enough. I mean, more than anybody. Because if you're not good enough, then who is? If you don't believe in yourself, then nobody else is going to believe in you. And you could also have an air sign in your life. And we'll talk about that I'll talk about it a little bit here, but I'm going to dig more into that in the extended in-depth reading. But this air sign has a lot to do with the way that your life is going, the guiding light, I should say. This air sign is someone that you should or you have been following, because if you have been following them, it looks like their intelligence and their intellect has done you well. And if you don't have an air sign in your life right now, then there is one coming that you should follow their guiding light, whether that is a business partner or a new love interest. There's this air sign that I want to dig into them more, but I'm going to wait for the in-depth. But just bottom line, you guys need to get rid of these blockades and these barriers and these conflicts by yourself. Nobody's really going to help you do that. You need to do the work. And if you have a bunch of negative people surrounding you, then walk away from them and tell them that. Tell the fire sign, or tell the person you're dealing with that you cannot handle negativity, because Pisces, you guys are, very susceptible to hanging on to what other people say. You guys take that and run with it. So whether that's positive or negative things, you need to focus on that. And I know your things are supposed to be looking up, and you just need a support system in place that is pushing you away from negative people. You need a support system in place that's going to have your best interest at heart. And if you don't, or if you have that already, then that's great. Continue to have those people in your life. But if you don't have that, and you just have people surrounding you with negative opinions and telling you that you can't do this, and you have a barrier to block you with this, and you don't have enough money to do this and that, just forget it. Rewatch The Secret. If you've already seen it, rewatch it. Google law of attraction and make it happen. Because I know you're sick of it. I know Pisces are sick of having this, waiting game of when is my amazing life gonna happen? When is it all gonna turn around? When am I gonna be happy? It's up to you. You have to make the first step. You have to, instead of just bucking, right? You have to charge forward. Okay, so I'll dig more into that in the in-depth reading. So go ahead and go to the Vimeo link below and click on the Pisces video. And of course, if you want a private reading, go ahead and click book now on my website or download the Instant Go app, and it is cheaper than a regular private reading. So you guys will be good. Just keep being positive and stop the negative thoughts. Okay. Bye, Pisces. I'll see you in the in-depth reading or next month.